Honey, what are you thinking?
What's going on? What's happening? I'm back. I've been here, but I'm back. I'm kind of back. Like, I've been here, but I'm back. Yeah, let me put it that way. And I'm not back like just by myself. No, I'm back with something. I come bearing gifts. What kind of gifts? The kind of gifts that a man can offer. What kind of gifts can a man offer? Yeah, in this case, it's a podcast. And what does the podcast offer or have? It has answers into the thought process of men, the male species. And I got a question today, and it goes something like this. What do you men really want in the bedroom? Or to put it different, what do you really want in the bedroom? And since it's addressed to us, the men, I'm pretty much qualified to get into it. And I might as well start right now, alright? I hope you're having a beautiful day or a beautiful night. And that's why I'm here, to make sure it's getting better, it's getting easier. Yeah, something like that. So, question, what do you really want in the bedroom? Or what do guys want in the bedroom? This is how it goes. So, number one, men want a lot of things in the bedroom. Although, like, we can break it down into just several of them, because it would take a lot of time to try and cover every other last bit. So I'll just break it down into a few tips that make a lot of sense. Just a few of them, but they'll cover everything else. And to kick it off, it usually includes the lady just being open enough. What do I mean by open? Open, I mean like she shouldn't be afraid to go at it without holding back. If you're naturally shy, don't be afraid of letting go. At least not in the bedroom. There are different degrees of shyness. I know some ladies, some girls are just super shy. Others are a little bit shy. Others are kind of outgoing. So, let's look at it this way. A girl who won't get naked, a girl who won't strip, or a girl who won't touch anything or do anything to the guy apart from maybe just lying back and spreading on the bed and letting him do what he wants. That's messed up. That's terrible. All the above, all I've just mentioned, they're pretty bad. For the shy girl who won't get naked, and it sends several signals, like you're not confident, which is a bit of a turn-off. Although I know some ladies who love it in the dark or in a fairly dark room or dimly lit. No problem. That's great. And I also know women who might not be open to completely getting rid of the dress, in which case guys don't like that. Yeah, I mean, I might lower the top, like to expose the boobies, and raise the dresses, obviously, because I need to be getting somewhere. So of course if the top is not going anywhere, so I'll raise it. And if the dress can go, yeah, I'll raise it too, right? That's how we're gonna take care of it. So obviously, and the panties, they take a leave of absence, at least for the time we're there. So that's better, that's alright. Considering that you're still clothed for sex, something's gotta give, something's gotta go. And if it's not going completely, it can go just a little bit, like for the time being. And next, I've just mentioned the lady who's afraid of touching or doing anything. That was the shyest of all. Like, she's not willing to do anything. She just wants the guy to go in there and do whatever he's doing. She'll just be out there in the bed, like the sex dolls. Yeah. The second one was the one who's afraid of taking off her clothes unless, like, the light is a little bit dim. I mentioned that one's not too bad. She's not that bad. But in the long term, no way. Or like, might be the first time. Maybe she has reasons she doesn't want to just be naked in front of a stranger or something. But if you guys have been dating for a while, he should also have helped you build up your confidence. He should have helped you do that. And maybe you should have adjusted and gotten used to it. But if not, it's alright, it still happens. And next is the shy girl who's afraid of touching a guy. Here again, some darkness does the trick, so she can have the go. At one point or another, guys want a BJ or a hand job, HJ. So a lady who's so afraid of touching a guy, here again, I don't know. I really can't see that happening too well. But most ladies don't have a problem if the lights go off. Some of them, not all. I'm talking here, remember we're talking about the shy girls. So if some darkness or some dimly lit rooms help, great, no problem. But guys really want the lady who's just confident in who she is and in her body, in her skin. No matter how she looks at it or how she thinks about it, most guys really just, the confidence is usually everything. It sells everything else. Nothing else usually matters. And alright, I think I've covered a little bit of that. So also, some guys might not mind, like if you're not much into the touching, as long as they get to touch you, and as long as they get to have the actual sex. Most guys won't mind, but others, we really want the full and the whole experience. Quite frankly, the shy girl who just wants to lie back and let the guy just do his thing. If we wanted that, maybe we could just get the sex dolls. Yeah, probably. But that's why we want a real human being, a real woman. Or just we want a woman. Because if I say real woman, people be, what do you mean real woman? A woman is a woman. Yeah, that's what I mean. We just want a woman. If we wanted the sex dolls, I can't even remember the names. I kind of remembered one name. Not Cynthia, not Patricia. Damn, why am I only remembering Patricia and Cynthia? That's not. There's a very popular name for the sex dolls. I'll remember it next time. I'll go ask around or Google it or something. So next, so just do your part. Like just be there. What we are looking for, the reason we are not going for the sex dolls is the emotions. So if you can have a little bit of that, no problem. Here, I'm still addressing the shy girls. If you're good, you're not shy and all that, great. We'll talk about you later. Right now, it's for the shy girls who are afraid of exposing themselves, afraid of touching the guy, afraid of doing like the HJ and the BJ and all that. Yeah, these mostly for them. But most girls don't really fall into this category. Most girls are just free and natural. They don't have such a problem, especially not in the bedroom. So just be you, but find a way to. It's always good to improve on what might not be the best thing for you, because most guys will not warrant a lady who's not confident in who she is. So yeah, sometimes we want to see you, and if we're with you, obviously we love you. It's just the way it is. So we want to see you. And if we've been dating and like you've never seen the girl, it kind of rubs you the wrong way, right? Because you already love the lady. If she might not be confident in who she is, but that maybe the guy just needs to play a bigger role in encouraging her. But if it's going on for months and nothing's changing, yeah, you can understand why he might start wondering what's the problem or what's going on. That's something that would take a whole podcast in itself, because you never know what a lady might have gone through. People have led different lives. Some guys have had a negative experience with guys who maybe took advantage of them, so that usually comes as a huge factor. And sometimes most guys don't always think about that. They don't always remember that somebody might have faced such a situation. Also, if you went through something like that, it might be hard. But if you're planning on going ahead with this guy, just let him know. This is why I react how I react. This is why sometimes this happens. It's because I went through something. And obviously, most guys are willing to listen and understand, and willing to find a good solution for you. Yeah. And on being shy, some ladies are they feel a little bit weird about their weight or something else, maybe a scar, maybe their body type. So remember, we love you just the way you are. Otherwise, we wouldn't be with you. We'd be looking for a different girl or a different lady or a different woman. So, men will always want a woman who's confident in herself. I've mentioned that probably 3 times already. So, and that's because nothing compares to a woman who's not afraid of getting naked. I just thought I should add that in there, just in case. Should I repeat it again? Nothing compares to a woman who's not afraid of getting naked. It's hot. It's awesome. Alright, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Moving on, the next point. The question again is, what do you really want in the bedroom? Next point would be what we really want. We want a lady who can express herself in the bedroom. We don't want the quiet lady who will not make a sound no matter what, not even a soft moan. No, I've never had that myself, and I hope to never have a lady of that sort. It would be crazy, like trying it. It's almost like trying to ride a cold, freezing metal pole. Think about that, a cold metal. If I'm trying to ride that while I'm naked. Yeah, imagine that. That's just cold. To do more damage than good. So my lady friends tell me that they like guys who are a bit vocal in bed. So same thing here, ladies. Women are known to do that. We naturally expect a lady to like voice her opinion like by like moaning. That's what I mean, like how you're feeling, the emotions. So a silent, quiet one would be a little bit weird. Like completely quiet, completely silent. I don't know how to work with that. I'll probably be, are you okay down there? Or are you okay up there if you happen to be the one taking care of everything? Yeah. So that kind of experience, I've never had that. I've never had that myself. So if be loud, scream if you love it, scream your lungs out, no problem. Anything is better than silence. Excuse me. Unless you want to like put him off or turn him off. Yeah, then and only then you can go silent. Otherwise, we love a loud. Doesn't have to be shouting, but no problem. Either way, it's all good. Moaning or something, yeah, that's great. Just no silence. So personally, I'll take a screamer any day, any single day, any day. It turns a man on. If you're so loud and we are visiting a friend's house, I'll probably cover your mouth with mine or something like that. Not that I don't want it, I love it. That's why I'm covering your mouth with mine. I love the screaming and whatever, it's great. So it's kind of just take it like a deep, passionate kiss too. So go for it. We love it all. The louder, the better. Yeah, if you're loud, don't be afraid to be. Go for it. Sometimes a simple yes, it lets us know that, yeah, keep going and keep at it. A yes here and there might be a good start for somebody who's not like vocal or who's not used to voicing their emotions when having sex. So think about that. Next point, we're talking about what do you really want in the bedroom. We want you to initiate the sex sometimes. It's kind of stereotyping that guys should always do it, like bring it up or try it. No, we love ladies who initiate it. Kind of like not the good girl who I have to keep initiating or pushing, so to say. I might use the word pushing because it's like, oh, I keep trying, but once in a while you get shut down. No problem. But we like the lady who just initiates. It gets tiring and kind of boring. You can imagine all the time I'm the one doing it. Oh, come on. No. It just sounds boring if that's the way it happens. You're sexual, actually more sexual than men. Just don't tell anyone I said it. Don't tell anybody I said that. I know the ladies always supposed to, based on what people believe. Yeah, but I know. Oh, from my experience, you're more sexual being you are. So go for it. Just be it. Seduce him or initiate it, whichever way you like it, just do it once in a while. We don't mind, we love it. You don't have to tell him in words if you don't want to express yourself in such a way. Although it's one of the sexiest ways you can do it. So lead him on. You can just lead him on. You don't have to speak it out or say it. You can lead him on. Subtle hints like walking around in almost nothing. Birthday suit works just as well. You can walk around in a birthday suit. We love it still when we get the message across. You can bend in front of him while he's watching TV, while obviously you're wearing something revealing. That's just as good. Get creative. There are so many ways to do it. Just tease him. Maybe take a vegetable and do something natural that you naturally wouldn't do with it. Anything is sexy if you do it right. Number one, you're a lady, so you got everything you need. You got the sex appeal. Just tap into that. And when like I was saying about vegetables, just do something good with it. Like just you can obviously be well dressed when you're doing it. I don't mean like dressed like in clothes and all that. No, like lingerie or just be dressed skimpily. Like even just a bra and your panties, that works perfectly. It's the best thing you can do when you're trying to seduce him or to get him in the mood or just to get him in there. So even believe me, even just a bunch of kills or a handful of kills, they turn him on. If you take it like and stand somewhere where he can see you and brush it across your legs slowly while keeping or maintaining eye contact, perfect. I guarantee it's gonna work. Obviously, you're brushing it against your naked leg, not all covered up. No, it's exposed. Maybe you're wearing something like a sundress or a nightie. Take a carrot and bite onto it, slowly making sure he's watching sensually. Then feed it to him as well. He'll probably bite a huge chunk of it. Yeah, then kiss him. You've got everything you need at your disposal. Ladies, go for it. Anything that shows you're interested and what you're interested in, it will get his attention. It will send a message. He'll get it. We are not that dumb. Yeah, we get it. So, moving on. What do you really want in the bedroom? We want you to dress sexy. That means less clothes, obviously. It's not that easy to come off as sexily dressed in some less than appealing heavy pajamas. It doesn't come off the same way. Like there's just some clothes, the heavy ones. Maybe it might be winter, no problem. It might be a little bit cold, but maybe under the right weather, dress the part. Don't go in with heavy clothes and try to be sexy. It might not come out. The clothes matter. If you're wearing the biggest winter jacket you can find, you might wear that with nothing else. Yeah, that's just as good. But if you've got that, you've got a whole lot of sweaters below that and under that and a whole lot of pants, probably not the best thing. So send him the signal. Maybe come out of the shower naked or just walk around naked. Yeah, that's part of initiating it. Grab a part of him that he likes grabbed. Yeah, and I mean that part. Go for it. HJ and BJs will always get a guy ready. Believe me, try it out. BJs, please, of course, on the BJs, since the question is what do you really want in the bedroom? No teeth. When you're doing the B and the J, those two words, they equal no teeth. The tip is a little sensitive, so lips are perfect. The lips feel great. Awesome. Same thing with AJs. HJ, the hand job, same thing. The tip is super sensitive, but the rest of it, the rest of the penis, it can handle just about anything. So go for it. The shaft can take it all. The tongue on the tip, no problem, feels great. Nails digging in the penis, probably not. Completely different sensation. Pain threshold, not that high. So sometimes a random one, like a random BJ in the morning or at night, on when we least expect it, it will have him being a very happy boyfriend. And you know what that brings. It might, if he's just a fling, you'll have a very happy fling. If he's just a husband, you'll have a very happy husband. So, yeah. And it usually just sends us a message that you find us attractive and obviously it makes us want to please you more. Just knowing that you find, just the fact that he knows you find him attractive, and that you enjoy what he does, he'll be out for you. He'll do whatever it takes for you. Like he'll, because he's already happy you're taking care of him. Also, with the BJs and the AJs, don't be in a rush. Like, take it slow, take your time, unless you really need to get somewhere, or unless he needs to get somewhere. Both of you have some place to be. Yeah, time might force you guys to just do it a little bit faster, which is awesome. Sometimes you also want it fast. Or if he lets you know, like, yeah, go for it, do it faster, awesome. But don't always be in a rush, not all the time. So you see variety. Of course, variety is the spices of life. So here, same thing, same case applies. Because it's a different sensation, different experience sometimes. You might rush it sometimes, maybe just relax, and we realize you're not in a rush, or you're not just doing it to get it over with. Hopefully that's not the reason you're doing it, because now it doesn't really matter. It does matter to him, but maybe because we want you to feel good about it, or to have a good experience too. Yeah, we care that much, believe me. We do. I'm not playing. So sometimes, most times, it feels better slow. So just switch it up between fast and slow, because too slow can also be boring sometimes. You'll read his emotions, because I don't want to make it more difficult for you, thinking like, now which is it? Do you want it fast? Do you want it slow? No. Relax, settle down. You can always tell how he feels and how he wants it. You can also usually ask him, yeah, how do you want it? And sometimes if we're just not saying anything, we're loving it. So just keep going. Yeah, and on and on. The fact that you dressed up specifically for us also just turns us on. And deep in there, we love you even more. So dressing up, the BJs, the AJs, being confident in who you are, great, awesome. So, different point. If you're not into sex for some reason, maybe you're just not into it, oral works. Guys love it. And it's a great substitute when you're not into sex, or when you don't have enough time, anything. Oh, and don't forget the balls too. They're there for a reason. They love a little bit of attention, like lightly grabbing them like a massage, running your hands, or your hands slowly over them. Feels great too. Don't forget them. Try and give them a little bit of attention too. We'll appreciate it. We love it too. So your guy might not, he might not tell you, but just try it out. See how it goes. He love it. He loves it. Maybe he just hasn't voiced his opinion on that, but he loves it. I know that. That's guaranteed. So oral sex is one of the best things a girl can do for a man. Believe me, trust me. Today I'm saying a lot of believe me and trust me, man. Yeah, but that's because I'm telling you facts. I always tell you facts though. So it keeps him glued to you. Psychologically, he probably thinks of you as his escape from whichever worries, or even from the world. And such moments, such sexual moments, simply ascertain that fact. He's like, yeah, this is why I love being here with her. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good. If he sees you that way, don't be surprised when he wants to spend more time with you, or when he can't wait to get home to you. Not because of the oral sex, but because you seem to understand his needs and you take care of them. So he'll do all he can to take care of yours as well. Not that you have to do it first for him to do it. No, it just feels natural that way. Think about it. If it's one of the few things you can do for him, he can probably do other things for himself. But sex and all that, that goes with it. Basically, you. Yeah, I know it might feel like it's a huge responsibility. Hopefully, you don't feel that way. But it's completely worth it. It's for us. It's not just a release. It's tranquilizing, and not just a physical need. It's emotional. Think about it. If it was purely physical, like some people say, oh, guys just want to have sex because it's all physical for them. Wrong. Press the buzzer. That's just wrong. Most of us in relationships wouldn't worry about cheating. If it was purely physical, most of us wouldn't even have, most of us, probably all, some of us, wouldn't need to be in relationships. And we wouldn't be worried about cheating. Why? Because it's, if it was all physical, but it's not. It's not all physical. If it was all physical, we wouldn't care much about it. We'd even allow, like, we'd have no problem with our women cheating or ourselves going out and having sex with everybody else. But it's just, maybe some guys might feel that way. I don't know if they're being psychopaths or sociopaths or whatever. No, most of us, it's emotional. So next time someone says, "Oh, men just love sex because it's all physical to them," you know better. Think about it. The love hormone, like oxytocin, yeah, it's more than physical. And to further expound on this, when there's no emotional connection, or when we just can't feel it with our partner, we actually don't want to have sex with the said partner. Yeah, that might come as a surprise, but yeah, it does work like that. It takes feeling close somehow for us to want to have sex with somebody. I need to clear my throat. So, excuse me. Some guys call it the spark, the spark. So, some call it like the fireworks and all that. So, all in all, we love keeping that spark alive. We love keeping those fireworks alive. Think of it this way, to put it differently. Sometimes, or maybe most times, he's not really looking for sex. He's looking for that emotional connection. It's affection. And if he can't get it, like most guys, if he can't get it for a prolonged period of time, things start getting weird. Why? Because he's missing an essential part of the relationship. At least from our perspective, that's the way it is. This usually happens with somebody we care about. That means somebody we are obviously in a relationship with. So we need and are looking for that emotional connection. If we don't care, or if he doesn't care, he wouldn't mind. He wouldn't care about the lack of sex. Maybe once in a while when he really wants to just have it. But generally, he really wouldn't care. If he's not emotionally connected, it doesn't matter. He really wouldn't care. It wouldn't matter to him. So, and he'll probably be thinking of any other place that he can get it. Expounding on the same point, let me go on with the same point. We are vulnerable when initiating sex, but we do it because with time we've come to trust you. So when, like, the lady turns the man down, or turns his advances down, she's not just rejecting the sex. It feels more like you're rejecting me as a person, not my advancements. So find a way to communicate when you're not just feeling it, like when you're not feeling into the sex. At that instance, maybe you had a long day, fatigue, we get it. So turning him down all the time, though, it's just not a good idea. What happens to sexless relationships? Think about it. Well, we know it's a downward spiral after that, because he definitely gets tired of the rejection, of the constant rejection. If it's a constant rejection, naturally, mentally, he kind of gets tired of it, and he reacts in different ways. Like, he'll start feeling like there's no point in doing it. And by him avoiding it, he's basically cutting off the emotional connection, although he's not thinking of it in those terms. But that's naturally what's happening. So let's keep it going, ladies and gents. So, question again, what do you really want in the bedroom? We love variety. I kind of touched on that before, but I'll explain it here. It's a slightly different way of looking at it. We don't just want to have sex in the bedroom. Different parts of the house would be pretty awesome. And yeah, I know that's why some of us are not much into visiting our guy friends. Not our guy friends, like visiting their houses, like sitting down in their sofas and all that. I mean, just in case they were naked all over the sofas, I don't want to be there. I don't want to sit on the same sofa he was busy just a few hours or minutes ago doing all that nasty stuff. No. So think about different ways of doing it as well. It's not just about different rooms or different places. It also matters the different ways of doing it. What am I talking about? I mean the positions, not just the places. So be adventurous. Go for it. I definitely try it. So, and I don't mind when the lady gets creative as well. I'm usually doing it as much as I can, but it's awesome when she's also chipping in, like in her own different way. Like, let's try in here, let's try that way. It makes it more interesting. And all things different, basically dress up different. Let your seductive side out once in a while. We know you have it, so let it free. Let it free. We love ponies, but the one trick pony, not so much. We love a pony that can do a little bit more than just the one trick that she's learned. So we do have a favorite position, obviously, but also we love trying out different ones once in a while. You might think, oh, he just likes it this way, so let's. No, not really. We don't mind going in a different direction once in a while. And I know most guys are complete suckers for missionary. They just love it that way. Yeah, the old missionary, but when done right, it can transform into so many other things without completely changing it. And of course, from behind. It could be the same missionary, but done from behind. Like you guys are like spooning. You know what I'm saying? Like you're spooning. So from that position, great. Yeah, it feels great. So it's easy to pull it off, like without any of you moving an inch, or well, you're just stuck in bed. Like you can easily shift positions from missionary to the spooning position. I know it has a specific name, but I can't quite recall it right now. Not that I know it. I don't know all their names or even half of their names, but I do know how to do it though. Yeah, I'm just bragging a little bit. All right, away from me. So yeah, it can be just that easy. Spontaneity. Spontaneity. Man, I'm forgetting how to pronounce some of these words. What I mean is variety and being out there, being spontaneous. Yeah, great. Being spontaneous in the bedroom. It's awesome. We get all warm and excited at the prospect of having sex in a different place that we haven't, or in a place that we've just fantasized about. We might not have thought about it, but the fact that you might just out of the blues like suggest it, or you don't have to say like let's try it. No, you can just like lead us to the place, or when we are at such a place that you might have thought about, you just initiate it. How do you initiate? Different ways. Just start off with a kiss, passionate kiss. We know what's happening, and we move on, and things just flow naturally. So yeah, I tell my girlfriend like next time we can try it on the fill in the spaces. Could be any place. Could be on the kitchen top or the kitchen counter or something. Yeah. So whatever you're thinking, whatever you thought when I said we could try it on there, try that one first. We love it. Give it a shot. Again, let me say this statement. Next time we can try it on there. What comes to your mind? You can write that down and make sure you try it next time. You'll be surprised. He'll love it. You can let me know. And moving on. What do you really want in the bedroom? This one I can answer it this way. Just do what feels right or what feels natural. In other words, take control. Sometimes we don't want to tell you everything we want you to do. No, we just want you to go with the flow. We want you to do what you feel is right at the moment, or whatever you feel is right, just go right ahead and do it. It's probably body language and you're tapping into the right thing. So go for it. You don't have to wait until we say, oh, do this or do that. Oh, that would feel awesome. No, just do it. We love it. If we don't, and the chances of you doing the wrong thing are like 0.000000 and a couple more zeros, 1 is usually great. Why? Because we like that you bringing in something different. You're just taking charge. I'm not talking about like completely tying me around and all that BDSM stuff. Yeah, some guys love it, no problem. And you can always talk to your guy and find out if he loves it. I just mean doing something. Just you don't have to always wait for the guy to do whatever he wants to do. Excuse me. So go for it. Try it. We love it. Guaranteed. Sometimes things like the reverse cowgirl, it works. When you're the one doing everything, believe me, That's something we love. That's something we want. Some guys just won't voice their opinions. But try it today. Try reverse cowgirl if you haven't tried it in a while. Yeah, he'll probably enjoy it a lot more. Why? Because it's something different from what you're always doing. You took a little bit of charge and he'll love it. All right, moving on. So tell us what you love. We love knowing what you love. I'm answering the question. Remember, the question is, what do you really want in the bedroom? By you, I mean us, men. Or I can put it like, what do men want in the bedroom? So we love it when you tell us what you want or what you love. At a very basic level, we want you to communicate. If you can tell me on a one-on-one level like what you love, show me during sex like you can just maybe hold my hand and put it where you want it. You shouldn't always say he should know already. He's been doing it or whatever. No, we love doing it right. And believe me, every man wants to do it right. So just take charge, show him what he's missing out on what he could do better. And we know that ladies are different, and sometimes we wonder whether there's something we could be doing better. So don't be afraid of letting us know, showing us. We'll just love a lady who lets us know if there's something we could be doing a certain way. If it gives you pleasure, if it makes you feel better, we are in it. You could show us in a subtle way, like taking our hands and moving it where you want it and moving it how you want it. That works just as well, like magic. Do just that. If you can whisper instructions like slower or faster, guys are just dying to please you. They're more than willing to please the ladies. Ladies just don't know that. That guys are just so interested. Guys are not always like, it's all about me. No. Guys really want to do it right. Some of us are just clueless about what to do or how to do it. And if the lady never expresses her opinion, we just think we are doing the best thing ever, like we're doing it right. So yeah, and other men think that what they've been doing is genius and works for everyone, and it doesn't. It's not the same for everybody. Most of it applies to most ladies, but there's always something different that can be done. There's something you like different from what he might assume work with a different lady or with a different person. So let him know and help him figure it out. Lead him on, show him, like basically holding his hand. Yeah, I have a lady friend who told me she doesn't teach her boyfriend so that he won't go out there and do it with other ladies. And I was like, what are you talking about? Are you serious right now? I mean, you could, if she just did it with him and taught him how to do it right, she could be reaping all those benefits. And what's the point of not getting as much pleasure as he can from her man? It didn't make a lot of sense to me. Like, you're afraid of teaching him so he doesn't go do it with other ladies? No, he's yours. You should be enjoying that. He should know how to do it and how to please you. So, yeah. So let him know. So what do you really want to do? What do you really want in the bedroom? We want to know how to do it right for you. It's not boring. We don't get tired. We don't get fatigued, or whichever other word you want to put in there. No, we love it. Just we need to know how. Not all of us. Some guys are pretty good at it already, right? Yeah. So, but other guys are pretty much clueless. They just go around there playing around, putting their fingers wherever they can. Even maybe while she's not ready, but you see, that's because he doesn't know. All he's done. That's all he's done, and it's worked so far. So he thinks he's doing it right. So let him know that you can do it this way, or I like it this way, I like it that way. Something like, I love it. This is a way you can put it. Let me rephrase that. You can put it something like, I like or I love it when you fill in the dots. Right? That's how you tell him. I like it when you maybe touch me this way, or I like it when you pull on this. I like it when you suck on that. Or I like it when you kiss on that. Great. He gets it. Believe me, you're teaching your man, and he'll do it with one heart. Yeah, if you want to try something new, let us know. We wouldn't turn you down. No way. You'll be surprised how fast and willing we are. Sometimes a guy saw something maybe even in porn and had a crazy idea and wants to try it out. Be open to trying out new stuff. He's basically living out his fantasy with you, and that's you're making his fantasies real. So we want you to be open, not just to telling us what you want, also to trying out what we want. And that's how we form trust, because if you're open enough, we realize, oh, she won't judge, because guys have different fantasies and they don't want to be judged. They just want you guys to go at it and to just have fun. So give it a shot. Moving on, what do you really want in the bedroom? I mean, us, what do we really want in the bedroom? So some of us, and not all women, okay, let me put it that way. Let me put it this way. Some of us don't want we want real women. We want a woman. We don't want the little girl act. Yeah, maybe some guys do. They want the little girl, the daddy, and all that. But some of us just really want a woman. Yeah, some guys are into something different. Daddy all over the place. But there's a reason I'm dating a mature woman, not a girl. I'm not dating a college graduate. No, I'm dating a woman, a mature woman. Why? Because she doesn't mind when a man is maybe a little fast, a little hard, a little maybe rough. Hopefully not the crazy rough types, but I know some ladies love that and some guys love that too. But obviously you'd have to talk about it together and see whether you're on the same page, right? Whether you like it. But sometimes we make love, no problem. Sometimes we want to have sex. And in order to do that, you need to do it with a woman, right? Sometimes it's making love, sometimes it's having sex. Sometimes we just want to go beast mode, like a beast. Well, a little bit, and do it a little bit harder than the normal slow type. Yeah. So most girls I talk to, on average, 9 out of 10 of them said they didn't like it soft. Correct me if I'm wrong, ladies, but those are the statistics that I got. 9 out of 10 said, please, not the soft. Even the ones who date the especially like the especially nice guys, the ladies who date the guys who are super nice, yeah, they still said once in a while they go wild. They want it wild, sex wise. I'm talking about sex. They want it wild. They want the guy to just go crazy on their butts. So yeah, in part this is because we want to dominate. Sometimes you do it, no problem. Sometimes you take over. Sometimes you dominate, and usually we do it. With a woman, it just feels great. Me going after her and doing what I feel like. Rough sex. Some women, or most women I know, love it rough. Once in a while maybe, but most of them they enjoy it more. So having a woman is sexy, not for the rough sex, but because we can do both. Romantic love making as well as rough sex. All in the open. So we are not trying to dominate because we feel we are better or stronger. We just feel good doing it. Like when you take charge, we like it too. So it's just that we like controlling traffic a lot more. Yeah, but we don't mind it when you control traffic too, when you take charge. Yeah, just not all the time. So to put it differently, I don't want the good girl, that's the point. I don't want the shy girl. Unless we're role playing and you're doing the good girl, shy girl kind of stuff, no problem if it's role play. But generally, I just want you being yourself. That means letting go of any inhibitions you might be having and just being receptive, being a woman. All right, moving on. Should I repeat the question again, or you got it already? Just in case, let me say it one more time. What do you really want in the bedroom? Again, by you, I mean us. Role playing? Yeah. I've mentioned it before, right? A fling. I mentioned in a different podcast about a fling who loved role playing, and I loved it too. Playing dress up just makes it a lot more fun. You can ask him which one he'd like or surprise him Like mine was a nurse, maid, pilot, something to do with uniform, but never police. Don't think that it has. Let me correct you right there. If you think I was into uniform, that it has not something to do with authority, backtrack on that. Back to it. I loved her choices, not because I needed some sort of authority or anything of the sort. No, 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 no. But I didn't mind, obviously. So we did all the uniforms. Cop, not necessarily, not the police. Yeah, not because I've had a bad experience with them or anything. It was just, I just loved the nurse, the maid, the pilot, something like that. And it was crazy. So she loved it also when I dressed like, I dressed like a company. Yeah. So if you have some Halloween stuff going on, like the costumes, great, pull them out. You don't just have to use them during Halloween. You can always pull them out once in a while. If she likes Santa, go for it. As a man, I mean, go for Santa. She could be Santa's little helpers, or she could be Santa herself. If you like that, no problem. So let me know. Like I'll tell you, send me an email or something. Let me know what you're thinking about that. But role playing is great for us. We love it. Or do I really want in the bedroom? I do want some role play with the costumes. Yeah. So find out his fantasy. That's what we want. We want you to find out our fantasies and engage him. Do it. By engaging, I mean go right ahead and do it. Put in the time, find the costumes, or sometimes we bring the costumes. If not, surprise him. Bring a costume. It might be his birthday. It might be the best birthday gift he's ever gotten. So go for it. Do that thing he'd love to try out. Maybe dressing up. It might be some other fantasy that you just found out. Good, great. Go for it. It's worth it. And it makes the sex that much more awesome that it just brings out the relationship. So, yeah. Moving on. What do we want in the bedroom? Compliments in and out of the bedroom. Yeah, you might not think that guys love hearing how handsome they are, or how us, or you might think that guys don't love hearing how handsome we are, or how sexy we look, or how sexy we are. Whatever you think about me generally, yeah, we love it. He love it too. Your boyfriend or your spouse or your fling or your husband, believe me, he loves it. If you like something about him, tell him his chest, maybe something else. Tell him. To us, it sounds better than "I love you." Of course, we love, but the "I love you" is just irreplaceable. I know you can't replace it. What I mean is, it doesn't hurt to let him know you find him good looking. He loves knowing you find him likable at the very least. I know you wouldn't be with him if you didn't find him attractive, but tell him either way. There's something obviously you find attractive about him. So let him know if it's maybe his personality. Good, go for it. Yeah, but sometimes the physical parts don't really, it doesn't hurt to hear something good about, even though might be having a little bit of hair on the sides, maybe none at the top. Mention it, say, whoa, I love the bald look. Looks great. Yeah, there are a lot of chicks who dig Jason Statham. Maybe not just because he has that kind of hair. Maybe it's the action and his physique and something. Yeah, find something in your man. You're with him for a reason. I know there's something you love about him personally as a person. So go for it. Go for that. And let him know. Tell him, I love that. So men are body conscious, just like ladies are. Not that. Maybe not that much. And also it depends on the man. Some are a little bit more conscious. Some are basically none. They don't really care. But maybe he's put on some fat. His beer belly is kind of coming on. Something, it could be anything. He might be maybe conscious about his penis. So let him know you still love it, just the way it is. And you appreciate him. Yeah. Something good. I don't mean you don't don't get it wrong. I don't mean that you should encourage him to not do something about it if he can do something about it. Like, if you think like if he's added a lot of weight and that's not how he looks naturally, you can always encourage him to cut down on it, to work out or something like that. So don't just go It's not about telling him everything like, "Oh, I love the new belly." No, no, no. If you think he can do better, yeah, encourage him to do that. Encourage him to fix it. Yeah. Other times, let him know you still find him attractive. Although, yeah, because you shouldn't just put it negatively like, "Oh man, that's that go." Yeah, if you communicate that way, no problem. Just find a good way to put it out there. Yeah, problem would be pushing him too much about a negative aspect of his body. That will turn him off. He'll be turned off by you if you push it in a completely negative way. Not good, not cool. So massage his ego once in a while. He'll love you for it. Yeah, go for it. Try it. I almost counted the number of times I've said go for it. Yeah, it's kind of quite a number of times. Moving on, what we want in the bedroom. A lady asked me something, but how do I know what he really loves? That was the question. How do I know what he's really into? And well, most of what we've mentioned makes if not all of it, most of it, most of what we've covered already. It makes just about all of it. You can't go wrong with everything we've mentioned so far. Because she was asking, but what about him? He's probably different. Men are different just like we are. I said, most of what I've already mentioned should cover it. It's not everything, but it's just about everything. You can't go wrong with all of that. But in case you think he might personally want something absolutely different, you're probably tapping into something more. Please ask, obviously. Choose the best moment. Don't go asking during dinner or over a meal. Best time is especially after sex when he's feeling a lot more free. He's more receptive to hearing or talking about anything. So ask him then. Ask him like at that point he's in the moment and his thoughts are very much there. Not the moment he swings the door coming home after work all tired and he can't wait to lay his head on the bed. Maybe he had a long day. You'll find a lot more just by asking. So sometimes you don't say it because you're already doing great and we're loving it, but you might be you might be getting something, a vibe of what he might love a little bit more, and you can always try it. You can ask if you're not sure about asking, just go for it, try it out, and see how it goes. Especially if you've been with him for a while, or maybe you've had a previous experience with a different man or different men, and it worked with them, they liked it. You don't really should go for it. I mean, you've already practiced it with other people or with other dudes, and it worked. It will probably work with them. Try it. Most of us don't really have like limits. Yeah, not a lot of them. Mostly we're just the average guy, the average Joe will go for just about anything as long as he's with you. So try it. Yeah. Adding on, and this is basically an established fact, men want loyalty. You asked, what do we really want in the bedroom? We want loyalty. Cheating is unforgivable, and most of us, a good percentage of men, will not forgive it. Same thing, we expect full loyalty from our friends and the people close to us, so it's the same thing. We're always expecting loyalty from those around us. It's no different with the friends or with colleagues or the people we work around or interact on a daily basis. So just lack of it just means we exit the said person out of our group. We just want them out. Man or woman, we don't want somebody who's not loyal. Kind of think of it as treason. The best form of punishment is excommunication. And in the case of a relationship, excommunication just means a breakup, basically. And all that nasty stuff that comes with it. Why am I talking about loyalty? Because it's really what guys really want. Think of my barber. I want loyalty from my barber. Because when I go there, I trust that he's doing the right thing. I don't have to explain anything, especially he's my barber, so he knows what's happening. He knows what he needs to do. That's part of loyalty. If it doesn't exist, I don't want to work with him anymore. No matter how, basically, it doesn't matter how much I respected him or how much I liked him. It ends with the loyalty. If it's not there, I don't like him anymore. I don't want to hang out with him anymore. I don't even want to work with him anymore. So, loyalty. We want loyalty in the bedroom. All right, moving on. What do we really want? I mentioned sounds, but I just touched on it, like moaning. Here, we are looking for some emotions, like a way to connect apart from the physical act of sex itself. That's why we always try. We always try it in other ways. We're always looking for an emotional connection. We're always looking. Basically, we're looking for intimacy. How do we do it in different ways? Like making eye contact during sex. We do that. We try that maybe once in a while. We don't do it like the whole time we're having sex. A few minutes, a few seconds, yeah, before we go to maybe thrusting and all that. So yeah, that's one of them. Making eye contact. We love some. We love a little bit of eye contact, and you'll know when he's looking for it. He'll try to establish it. Kissing while looking at you, yeah. During sex, we want some of that. Have I mentioned how many have I mentioned so far? The sounds I mentioned them before. I've mentioned eye contact. This is all during sex. Then there's kissing during sex while in the act. And the shy lady needs to step out once in a while. We know you might be shy. You're not into some stuff, but here I've heard some who hide their faces with a pillow, whatever, or whatever's close. Maybe the pillow, maybe the bed sheet. You just cover your face and all that. Yeah, it's great, but it's not great at establishing intimacy. Yeah, he might not feel it that much because he can't see you. There's connection there. There's something he needs to establish. And if it's not there, well, would you rather lose it because you're shy? Try to come out of that cocoon. Give it a shot slowly. You can just take a little glimpse, a little. You can just look at him a little bit, then cover up if you really need to. Good thing I've never had a girl like that or a woman like that. That shy, never. Oh, thankfully, thank gracious. And well, it's acceptable with a fling or a one night stand. I don't really care if she does that. All right, I might care a little bit, even though she's just a fling or a one night stand, because the feeling it won't be there. That's not an experience. That's even for a one night stand. I don't expect that. I'd rather not have it. Quite frankly, yeah, it's still emotional. So, but those in a relationship definitely want more. You gotta have that connection. Guys who are dating want that. The eye contact thing, yeah. Not the whole time, but at different times while sexing. It tells me how she's feeling, like lost in the moment. Yeah, that's intimacy, and we love that. We love that too. And even with a fling or a one night stand, we are still looking for that bit of connection. Because as I mentioned before, we are not all just physical. No, it's not just about putting in the penis and getting that sensation. It comes with it's mental. It comes with the mind. It comes with the emotional connection. If it's not there, don't be surprised if nothing happens down there. And then you wonder, oh man, why is it me? Is he not attracted? Yeah, sometimes it has nothing to do with you. Maybe it's biological. Maybe he has a condition, but sometimes it's just he can't feel the connection. He's trying to go for it, but it's just not there. Yeah. Moving on. What do we really want in the bedroom? Please, no serious talk when in the moment. What's the moment? When we're having sex. No serious talk includes something to do with or related to my job. I don't want to talk about that at that time. It's better to find a different time to talk about that. Not when you're both just about to get it in. So it's really not the best time for work-related conversations. It absolutely kills the mood and probably kills his penis too. I'm just putting it out there, right? So remember that. No serious talk. In the bedroom, no problem if you're just chilling or reading or you're watching something or you're using your phone or something. But if we're having sex, no serious talk. We need to just focus on what we're doing and nothing to do with work or something like that. You'll just kill it off completely. It might be a little bit hard getting back on the horse after that. Not always, but yeah. And moving on how long sex should last. Yeah, I've had that a couple of times, so I thought I should just put it in there with what do we really want in the bedroom. We can talk about the time or the duration, how long should it last. So for us, it's as long as we can last. We don't really mind. We could go for, if a man can go for an hour, 2, 3, no problem. We want to keep it going, but sometimes the lady might get tired and the couple needs to switch positions or something like that, no problem. Sometimes if she's had enough, we might stop and wait until she's ready again. But for us, we could keep going. Most of us will just keep going and going and going and going and going. Yeah, if need be, changing positions, of course. But yeah, we're pretty much straight. If I'm going, no problem, I can keep going. But if like a guy comes maybe twice or thrice, it might take a few hours or maybe a few more minutes or hours for some people before he goes at it again. Usually maybe after like 3 times. 3 times of coming, basically. Yeah, it might take a little bit longer, but not always before he's ready to go. Yeah. So sometime sooner with a nice HJ and BJ, you'll both be surprised at how much he can get right back into action. Like he'll just swing right back. Obviously, HJ and BJ, I mentioned them, they do go a lot. They do help a lot. Like you might be surprised. He might be thinking, "Oh, I'm done for the night. I'm good," and he's probably assuming if it's been like at least 3 and quite long ones, he's assuming you're good to go. You might surprise him. Just go for it again. Just go for the B or the H, the HJ or the BJ. You'll be surprised. He'll be right back in there. Yeah. So think about while still talking, while still on the topic of how long it should last. It doesn't always have to be that long. There's no like specific time. We don't mind long, but when we are thinking in terms of quickies, no, quickies don't last that long. We love them. We still love them. We love them a lot. Yet they only last a couple of minutes. So you can't just say we love a long session or we love short sessions. Not really. So it depends probably on the situation. Maybe we don't have enough time. We'll go for the quickie. Just as good. If we have more than enough time, let's go the long road. So same with the long real sex. So doesn't really matter as long as it's good. Another question would be, what's good sex? Because it's basically has to do with what you really want in the bedroom. And good sex, basically it ends with us coming. But we always want to know you either came to, or at the very least you felt good, or you had a great time. If you won't feel good, or you won't come, or you're not getting the pleasure, we'd rather not do it, quite frankly. Yeah, most of us would rather not do it. If you'll not be getting any pleasure from it, most of us don't see the point in doing it. Now, I don't know about some men, but I know most guys. It's not about us. It's not about like me. It's about us, like both of us. So we want mutual pleasure. More for you if possible. For us, however, coming means, well, here I go. It means I got it. It felt awesome. But that's why we need to know that you got it too. Yeah. Different point. What do we really want in the bedroom, or what do we want for sex or in sex? Sex for us is a way to bond with you, or our way to connect, and our way to show you love. We connect through like doing things together. You know that men usually connect, even with our friends, we connect because we do things together. Like we connect with our bodies by hanging out at the bar or some other spot, maybe at their home or my home. With you, it's when we do things together, maybe lunch, dinner, and of course, sex. Sex too, it's a way that we connect. So yeah, and we want more of it. It doesn't have to be daily, although I wouldn't complain if it was so, but at the very least 3 times a week. Factoring in the busy schedules. We are humans, so sometimes we might not have as much time, or we might not have as much sex, but probably even twice would be okay, like twice a week. I know some guys got crazy schedules and it's different for them. Yeah, but some guys put it once. I know some busy couples once a week and they do just great. Point is, just make it a priority. That's why most men don't take well if a lady cheats. We take sex with some level of importance, like unlike the stereotyping that it's just nothing for a man, it does have a meaning for most of us. We care about it, especially when it's with somebody we care about. It matters. Basically, it matters if it's with somebody we do really care about. If it's just a fling and they go doing it with everybody else, no problem. We don't really care about that. Either way, they're a fling, right? And we are not allowed to get emotional about that. But with somebody we are actually involved with, yeah, it's different. So what happens? We lose the connection with the said person. If there's no sex or intimacy, we are kind of losing the connection. I kind of feel like I mentioned it. I thought I'd put it a different way. It feels kind of a little bit repetitive. But bottom line, we love it. Lots of it. But with the right person, somebody we feel good about. Yeah. Most men, unless his job is super demanding or when he's going through a stressful period, other times we are okay with as much as we can get. It's a fact that we enjoy relationship sex a lot more than we do with flings, and that's it. That's the way it is. We enjoy when it's relationship sex. It's better. Relationship sex is better than the fling kind of sex. Yeah, some guys, of course, not all. Some guys, and actually most guys, because you're and I'm talking about a good, happy relationship where you're both happy with each other. Not the situationships, not really, not that kind of a relationship. So, excuse me, most guys, not all, will only have flings when or if they're having problems at home. That's not all guys, just some of them. Some guys just cheat because they love it, or they just enjoy having sex with multiple women, or just with as many women as will allow them to. So I think it makes them feel like real men. Remember, this is certainly it's a small percentage of men, the ones who feel like they need to have as much as they can with as many random people as they can. It's a small percentage of men. All right, what else do we know? What else do we want in the bedroom? Excuse me. We love cuddling too. Yeah, the bedroom conversations as well. Especially the bedroom conversations while we are cuddling. Great. We love all that. It's not just the ladies who love it. No, ladies, we love it too. Unless your guy has something against romance or against just being your guy, I don't see why he shouldn't do it or why he shouldn't like it, especially usually after sex. We like it. If he's the kind of guy who just has sex and immediately turns over, well, I don't know any guy who does that. And if there is, let me know. I'd like to find out. But it might be because of there's that feeling. I can't remember the name of it. When a guy comes, usually that release, he might. No way. I've heard some guys say like, "Oh, after I come, I just want to stay by myself. I just want to sleep." No, he might feel sleepy. But it doesn't mean he doesn't want to cuddle. Definitely not. If he loves you, he should want to cuddle. Yes, please, or at least spooning. Yeah, if he's not there, not really, yeah, you know what I'm saying. He might not really be that interested in anything else. It might be just physical for him. And that's just crazy, because it means he's not really into you, or he's not really he's not really in that relationship. He's not feeling it. He might as well be cheating. Yeah. So cuddling, we love it. Do we want it? Yes, we love it. Especially we love it with a woman we love. On the topic of on threesomes, it's best to ask your guy about it first. It's best to find out first. Personally, I'm not much into threesomes. There's something about paying attention to somebody else and focusing on whoever I'm with at the moment. I guess a good number of men, I'm not good at multitasking. I'm pretty good at focusing on one person. If I'm with that person, I'm just right there. If I have to keep shifting between, what about her? Oh, what about her? Yeah, oh man, I don't know about that. Maybe, no, probably not. It has always sounded nice, but I'm just one of those guys who spurs down any chance by a girlfriend or by a fling to get me another girl, like to have it together. I've just always passed on it like, no, I'm just not interested. Good thing they never tried to push it because it just wouldn't have worked out. I don't want like I don't fancy it. Maybe it's one of those things I need to try, but it kind of feels like I'm cheating even though my partner is right there. And apart from just feeling like I'm cheating, here I'm talking about a threesome with like me and my girl. No, probably not. Worse still is if it's me and another guy. That's completely out of the question. Some of my girlfriend, they wanted an extra chick involved, but none ever requested another man. Like two of us with one lady. I'm absolutely turned off by the idea of having another naked dude while I'm getting some. No, and I and some like-minded men who think like me, we want to express ourselves like completely with a woman, not with some onlooker ogling at us or whatever, like staring at me or staring at her. No, I want to have that intimacy with her, just me and her. So I can just do whatever, I can just be myself. Not, well, I don't want to have some dude. No, I can't even imagine that. So no, I've seen it before, I've had of it. It's everywhere, but just not my cup of joe. I should be open. I know I'm always saying, oh, you should try it, something different, you might like it. Maybe I might not. So far I'm having a lot of fun. Again, I know you'll say, oh, you should try it, you might have more fun. Definitely, I'll give it a shot. Next time, just not right now. I'll try it and I'll let you know when I do it and how it went. Alright, I'll let everybody know, right? Just you guys. I won't tell like random people, just you guys. Moving on. What do we really want in the bedroom? I've heard some guys love it when their names are called. Possibly not all men, but some like it when they hear their flings or their girlfriends or their wives calling their names. Personally, I've gotten by fairly well without it. A girlfriend once tried it, like she did it, like calling my name. Maybe I just wasn't used to hearing her call me by my name. I was used to hearing baby, honey, or love, all those words, no problem. So hearing my name was a little bit, I was like, wait a minute. But the good thing, I didn't go all weird on her. I just kept going, and thankfully she didn't do it much, and she didn't notice like I was got a little bit off guard. No, I just kept going. So with time she let it go, and we went back to our usual sex on not on the first name basis. Yeah, because the thing is, she called me by, was it the first? Yeah, my first name. Yeah, so you can ask your guy if he likes it, but if you've never done it, you might as well maybe not do it. You can stay away from the real name thing. I mean, nicknames come in pretty handy, like baby or other affectionate names. They work just as well. That is okay for most guys. I don't mind, but I'm just okay without it. No, I don't mind. I'm okay with it or without it. Whichever she fancies. If she fancies it, I'm okay with it because it obviously brings her pleasure. So alright. But the first name basis, second name basis, yeah, you can give it a shot once in a while. Just maybe don't make a habit of it unless he says he likes it. Yeah, but personally, probably not. I don't mind, but I don't really use it that much. It kind of takes me away from the moment. I'm just in there. I just want to go. I just want to be natural. And so, what do we want in the bedroom? Just be natural. If it comes naturally for you, it will naturally. It just kind of becomes natural to us too. So go for it. Do it. But if it's with me, yeah, once in a while, if you like it, no problem. What do we really want in the bedroom? This is the last point, because I've covered just about everything else. Actually, I've covered everything else. Let me put it that way. So, this one is about swallowing. I thought I should put it here. You don't need to swallow all the time, or most of the time, but once in a while it counts a lot. There's something about it that makes us go like, Wow. Maybe it has to do with the fact that we basically just came in your mouth, and the swallowing part, I'm definitely like tagging this podcast. I might tag this one just like the previous one. There's another one we did and we had to tag it like what's the word for it? Like sexual, yeah, definitely. Because I've talked a lot about penis and sex. I've mentioned it quite a couple of times. I've talked about coming in your mouth, yeah. So yeah, that really does matter a lot. And what do you really want in the bedroom? Let me think of, maybe we can just add one more. That just about covers it. Because yeah, that when if you're doing most of that, I'm good to go. Any day, anytime. So remember, you don't have to do all of those all the time or most of the times. A different one once in a while will keep both of us plenty happy. And with that, I'm quit. Not necessarily quit like throwing the towel. I'm just stop. I'm not quitting. I'm just stopping until later or until a different date, until a different time. And thank you for being with me. Thank you for taking your time. And until next time, stay safe, stay good. Now you know what we really want in the bedroom. Go do it, go try it out. Have fun. Have the most pleasure you can have. Good night or good day. See you next time. Bye.